It's gonna be beautiful.
Let me take a seat before I
Look at
hurt
that.
myself some more.
Really great
Beautiful.
swim. Look at that. Yeah, it's okay. Wow. Got that shoulder shrug.
What an amazing series of 100 freestyles we just had in front of us. Man, what a show we just had.
Wow, we need to take a rest. I think everybody needs to take a rest. If you've been watching so far, we're gonna do medal ceremonies right now.
I am fairly certain I pulled something.
Day 3 did not disappoint.
I did not stretch. I did not warm up.
While the medal ceremonies are going to start, they're prepping and getting the athletes ready in their country gear before they get their medals. We're gonna have another guest. This is Jenna Gibson, the physiotherapist.
Perfect timing.
Here at Finis Motion Therapy. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm really good.
Yeah. We heard a lot of the athletes, they were stretching and they were getting cramps and they had dehydration. It's been hot, it's been cold. The sun has been boiling. We have had goosebumps. It's been a weird CARIFTA so far. How do you deal with that and how do you educate children?
So I just let them know about nutrition, how important it is to eat, how important it is to stay hydrated, even though it's not hot, like it's not, you're not able to sweat, you still can get dehydrated.
Yes.
You know, watching what you eat at the hotel, like not too much carbs, not too much burgers, and just teaching them about stretching and keeping their muscles supple, because this is it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and I'm so proud of them. They're doing a good job, and they're getting sore. So we just teach them how to perform at optimal levels through the competition.
Yeah.
And I think something that you said just now is that I think a lot of people forget about is you care about your nutrition going into the meet, and then sometimes you get to the meet and it goes out the window.
Right.
And you have to think about this meet is long and a lot of swim.
And intense.
And that nutrition is how you can keep going.
That's right.
If you're not getting fuel from that food, good luck.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the 11, 12-year-olds because they had that excitement on the first day. It was extended, so it was really late.
Yes.
How do you bounce back for another 3 days of competition?
They come to the therapist.
You know, when we were swimming, it was very hard for aquatics to bring a team manager, a coach, and a physiotherapist. So to see at the CARIFTA level, these federations seeing the importance of what you do and how it affects the athletes is phenomenal.
Yes, and it works because we're looking for a 6-peat because we had 5. So yeah, we make sure, let them know, get comfortable with us so they know the impact that we have with them and that we're here for them, because like I said, it's a mental thing as well. So you know, you encourage them, like, listen, you got this. And, you know, you make them do their stretches before, after, getting that warm down pool. It's important, warming down.
Oh my God.
I bet that is 3/4 of the battle with a lot of them.
Yes.
William Farrington, we've heard. We've heard the struggle.
The boy doesn't even want to warm up. So
imagine there's no warming down.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
How did you get into working with the swimming team? How did that kind of come to fruition?
Oh, so that would have been 2019, my first CARIFTA. They asked a physical therapist if they would like to, and we said yeah. So we let them know we could offer. And like I said, in terms of the stretching, the nutrition, keep your muscles supple so that you can perform. Because like it's intense. So you have swimmers swimming like the thing was so weird is that if you have 4 meets in prelims, you make it to final. That's 8 swims in one day, and that's just day 1.
4 more to go.
Yes. So yeah, we let them know, like, as a physiotherapist, what we can do for them. And it's been working.
Have you done and worked with any other sports? And if so, what are the differences you've seen with other sports in swimming?
Yes, I have. So I have worked with tennis, basketball, wrestling, boxing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Not it.
Have you?
How many?
We're going to pause for 1 second for solo.
Main
What are some similarities you've seen? What are some differences between all the sports in swimming?
So what I've noticed with the swimming, I'm not sure if it's because because of the sport itself. The swimmers don't seem, the muscles don't seem tough and hard, right? They're a little bit more flexible than, let's say, track and field. They're more rigid, right? And it requires more manual with the track athletes, with the boxers, right? So we try to teach mobility, right, to every sport. That's the best way to keep your the integrity of your joints, your muscles, for injury prevention, and that's what we kind of
injury prevention.
Yes, injury prevention. That's our motto
for the people in the back.
Yes, injury prevention.
Any advice you would have for parents who are have a struggle with their 11, 12-year-olds, or any advice you have for the younger athletes to really put them in a good position moving forward?
Yeah, you have to take your sport seriously. It's fun, but it's also serious because what I've noticed from the Bahamas, swimming has been on the rise. And I mean, these kids go to wonderful colleges and universities. So they create a door for themselves. If they don't continue on to professional level, they're at least able to get in some really good universities and continue their talent, their passion. So I just want to let them know to continue having fun. But it is hard work, and
Joseph getting that 1-3 Aruba for that second fantastic swim, gentlemen.
I like what you were ending off with right there. It is hard work. It's not just about what you put in the pool.
Right.
It is, unfortunately, and Ali and I can attest to it, when you are a professional swimmer, it is a full-time job.
Yes.
Taking care of your body. So what I think is great and that you're talking about is that this is really going to prepare them for their future. Because putting that work in, making sure that you are taking care of your body is so important in the future.
It is. It really is. And it's fun. The kids have fun on these trips.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Swimmers are weird, but we're fun.
So I would suggest the parents, you get to a good physiotherapist, and you speak about recovery and what the therapist can do for your kid. Because it's really, it's customized. I customize everything. Because everybody's not the same.
Yes.
So, you want to know how to get them to understand the importance of all these things so they continue enjoying it.
And to not just come to you when they're injured.
Right, that's most important.
Injury prevention
yes.
And the education, I think, is key, especially for the Caribbean moving forward, and persevering them into an older stage after college, so they're not injured in college and said, you know what, I'm done after this.
That's right.
I'm 21. That's prime time.
That is prime time.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
How can our viewers find you if they want to work with you? Oh, well, I'll ask that again. Okay, how can our viewers find you if they want to work with you?
So I partner with Kaja Eastman, and we are located Port Terrace off of Collins Avenue, number 15 Port Terrace. Also on Instagram at FMT242 or Facebook, Finesse Motion Therapy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Much appreciated. Again, injury prevention is the key.
That is
100%. 100%. We are seeing right now that 1-2 for Barbados. We're gonna love that. Oh, there. Easy, guys. We're gonna have another guest also from Barbados, just holding on and just allowing Barbados to have their time. It is Kaja Eastman from Barbados. She was second in that 50 fly. She swam the 50 breast. She swam the 50 free. She was third in that 100 fly. She swam the 100 back. She swam the 100 free. You've had a lot of events these last 3 days. How has it been? How are you feeling?
It's been good. It's just tiring and overwhelming at some point.
Overwhelming. Oh, you're losing your voice as well. I love the fact that you're cheering in.
Same.
That's beautiful. What do you have left for the schedule?
I just have 50 free.
Ooh, nice.
I love
That is her pet event.
That's my baby.
There it is.
That is my child.
How excited are you for right now for Barbados? They're in the top 5, going to the points. How is it going back into the room? And after this, I really want to hear about that and what's everybody's mentality like.
And again, congratulations to our 13 and 14.
What's it like in the tent for Barbados?
Oh, it's good. It's very loud and cheerful.
Yeah. We spoke with Alex Sobers earlier today, and he's here for just more experience, but also representing and being that figure for his younger brother. He is one of the older swimmers here. Does he give you guys some advice, or do you look up to him moving forward?
Not really, but
Honesty. I love it.
he does like tell us to stay positive and
Yeah.
good luck and stuff.
Yeah. Funny enough.
That's part of it is to stay positive.
Yeah.
Sometimes if the race doesn't go the way that you want it to, it can be the difference between an absolutely horrible rest of your meet or just pushing through and having great swims, and you're continuing to swim really fast. So very exciting.
Oh my, you've already gotten that silver and that bronze. How are you feeling about those races? The 50 fly and the 100 fly. You are a fly specialist, but you have the 50 free tomorrow.
I feel good because it's my first year, and like I am very like happy for myself.
Yeah.
Knowing that it's my first year, so.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow. It is always exciting. You are probably the most talkative Asian I've met. I know. But it's really exciting just to see how much Barbados has grown. We swam with a lot of older Bajans in our generation, and to see it continuing, to see it flourish. Older. We're seeing it flourish. It's truly fantastic. 1 second. Last question for you, so you can get back into that tent and cheer on your teammate. Who are some athletes that you look up to, whether it's in swimming or outside, or some homebred people that you look up to? Like, give us a mindset of when you wake up in the morning and you said, yes, this person, I love what they're doing. I'm going to emulate that and be the best that I can.
Well, like 2 flyers that I really look up to is like Michael Phelps and Summer McIntosh.
Nice.
I know it's not like her main, like her every stroke, like she does all the strokes, but her main stroke I think is fly.
Yeah.
So, and I look up to them of like how strong they get to be able to do so much fly and like have the stamina to do good fly.
That is fantastic, because both of those athletes, if you don't know, Summer McIntosh from Canada, numerous world records already, and she is 16, but she swims everything: 50, 100, 200, 400, 800 free, the flies, the backs, the breaststrokes, the individual medleys. I mean, that's what you do at that age. And then same thing with Phelps. He had a very similar, he was 15 at his first Olympics. He got his, just fantastic athletes, and you have great role models that you're looking up to. Very nice.
Well, it looks like you are listed on the mixed medley relay or mixed freestyle.
Yeah, freestyle.
Are you swimming that?
Yeah.
Awesome sauce.
We are going to be excited to cheer you on that relay. Any last words you want to tell the viewers before you head back and get ready for that relay?
Any big props for the Barbados delegation?
I'll try my best. Really.
Awesome. Thank you so much. This has been Kaja Eastman from Barbados. We will see her later today in that relay. Kaja, thank you so much for being with us. Best of luck on the relay. If you guys don't know, that relay 11-12 will be a mixed one. It's not the same as the 800 freestyle relay that we saw this morning. That will be the 13-14 and 15-17. But the 11-12 will do a mixed 400 freestyle relay. So 2 men, well, 2 boys and 2 ladies.
Look at this picture.
That's a nice picture. That is a lovely picture. And you'll see that coming up after the 200 butterflies. Look at that smile. Wow.
Really
Outside
proud
smoke.
of him in that 100 freestyle. Again, you have a lane, you have a chance.
Nothing can prove that more than what we just saw in that 100 freestyle. Wow. Wow. Oh, look at that.
Happy birthday.
Getting a bronze.
I would sing to you, but my voice is...
We heard about Michaeli already yesterday and the day before. She is getting her master's at Yale and also swimming, trying to make her Olympic cut. And she now got her bronze in this 100 free on her birthday here at the CARIFTA Games.
And we just saw Sabrina Lynn on the gold podium for that 50 breaststroke. And then again in the 100 freestyle. Yeah, that's not a usual overlap. I know you did the 100 freestyle.
Yes. She also had that 100 butterfly. So she is really extending herself, which is what she needs to do because she is in college. She goes to LSU. So she really wants to...
Ew, the ugly tigers.
Oh, stop it. They're gorgeous. I love that purple.
No, their colors are terrible.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
And again,
This
congratulations.
200 butterfly coming up. Really disappointed we don't have Kia Alert in here. I don't know that I'm going to be able to generate energy without her, but I'm just kidding. We do have Anya DeGans, who we've seen.
Yeah.
Isabella Caruco, who is a breaststroker, but also a 200 butterflyer.
Once again, that relationship, guys. If you want a third event, check out the butterfly if you're a breaststroker and vice versa.
We had a tie for the bronze.
Ooh, a tie.
Grenada's Zachary Gresham and Bahamas Thomas.
I did not see that. Wow. We were watching Lamar and Mitchell.
The silver goes
That is fantastic.
Bermuda, Stefan Mitchell.
Good on them.
Beautiful swim, gentlemen.
Thomas Bowers. Amazing story, Alia.
Yeah.
In his junior year of high school, I believe, he was hit by a drunk driver.
Oh my gosh.
Had several reconstructive facial surgeries.
Oh my gosh.
Ended up being out of the pool. He is now competing at Providence University and is working back towards a phenomenal career. Look, you can see the scar on the side of his head.
Yeah.
He could have very easily said, you know what, I'm going to take that and end my career. And instead he said, I want to fight back and get back in the pool.
Oh my gosh. And it really shows that testament and grit that we spoke about already with sports and what it can really teach you. But wow, Thomas. So similar story before we move on. Diego, if you've been following World Aquatics, he is a sprint butterflyer, 100 butterflyer and 100 freestyles and 50 freestyle specialist. He is young. He got the Youth World Championships record last year in Peru Lima, but he is young. He is 18, 19, and he just won his World Championships twice in Doha in that 50 fly and the 100 fly. And he had a very similar situation. He was on his motorcycle, hit something, maybe it was another car that went through the intersection, and he was in the hospital. They said he will not walk again. And this boy, he went to the right physios, he had the right team behind him and said, you know what, we're gonna take it one step at a time. And he came back to breaking the Youth World Championship and getting youth gold, and then coming back and getting gold at the World Championships.
Wow.
Beautiful story for Diego from Portugal.
That, I mean,
wow.
What I love about that is you really see the love of the sport.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think what we were talking about earlier is, you know, that grit and that determination that you learn from being in the swimming world. As an athlete, really, generally,
yeah.
I think swimmers are the best, but...
It must be biased because I believe so too.
I mean, that's fine. We can be biased. This is a swimming program. that grit and determination, I see that coming back again and again, and hearing about swimmers outside of the pool, what they are capable of doing. So
it is beautiful. We are going to go into the girls' event 88, 11, 12, 200-meter butterfly. Skylar Smith in lane 5. She won this event last year. She is now seated second. Anya from Antigua, we saw her earlier today. She's coming back and she wants another gold.
I love seeing 11, 12 in the 200 butterfly. It is not an easy race.
No, not at all. They don't have the weight on them like 15, 17. So coming back, it's not going to feel as heavy, but you still feel the hurt.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
your lungs are screaming at you. I told the story this morning. The last 200 butterfly I did, I ended up having to stop at the 100. Couldn't finish it. Granted, I was at altitude. Oxygen is a little bit thinner there, harder to get that oxygen to your muscles.
Anya, 33.27. She is moving. Look at her. Beautiful stroke. Look at that. She's breathing she's doing every 2 strokes and then every 1. A really great tempo if she can hold this for the next 125.
We didn't see them this morning, so this is going to be the first time that they're swimming this event. Potentially really only had one other experience swimming this event.
Yeah. She did come back really fast in the freestyle leg of that 200 individual medley earlier today. So you know she has that, she has that endurance a little bit short on that. She timed it rather poorly coming into that 100, but it is a 112. There is some difficulty with Martinez from Trinidad. She wanted to do underwaters, but she popped straight up, probably 2 meters from that wall.
I mean, again, she's just completed 100 butterfly. You are gassed.
If we look right beside Anya, Skylar, her stroke is a little bit different. She is going so high in the water. At this point, it's almost vertical. It's gonna hurt her this last 75.
Oh, man.
50 left to go. It is Anya holding on strong. 157.69 for that 150 split. Skylar is being challenged for that 3rd position between Bahamas' Isabella. 50 left to go.
Isabella, little bit. She is just a little bit, but she's got a big heart.
It is Bahamas versus Bahamas for that 3rd spot. You can see the difference with the strokes. Coming in second, it is Martinez from Trinidad. Gonna hold strong. And beautiful stroke for Anya to finish this 200 butterfly. Look at that. That extension, not allowing the pain to shorten her stroke. Beautiful. Anya's gonna come in for the win. Once again, she needs to work on that touch, but 241.09. Beautiful swim for her to win this heat.
Wow, talk about blast from the past. Jodie Foster. Jodie Foster and I were in the same group.
Oh, look at that. Lane 3, Martinez coming in 3rd, and they gave each other a beautiful high five. They can still lift their arms, which is phenomenal.
Great
coming
swim.
in 3rd, there is Skylar.
And we have Layla Gerald from Aruba still coming into the wall. Absolutely gutsy for these 11-12 to do this 200 butterfly.
Oh, Han, look at that. High fives all around. Beautiful, ladies. 241.09 from Antigua. Anya to get that top spot. Coming in second, Martinez from Trinidad with 248. And 3rd, Skylar Smith with a 254. Wonderful, wonderful. Up next, we do have the boys 11-12 200-meter butterfly. In lane 4, we've seen his name numerous times. We just saw him getting his medal. It is Harold Simmons. He was 5th in this event last year. He's back again. He is top seed. He wants his gold. He's had Joseph in his events that has really struggled to get that top position, but it is his turn. He's being challenged by Sean Vick in lane 3 and Alessandro from Antigua in lane 5.
Again, we didn't see these swimmers this morning because there was only one heat of it. They went straight to finals. So this is going to be their first time swimming it for the meet. And I mean, not their first time swimming today. I'm just so impressed.
It is NT for Blake in lane 1. He does not have a time in this event. He could surprise us all. We've seen it already. But it is Simmons in lane 4 to take that early lead. Sean Vick in lane 3 from Curacao. He was 7th in this event last year. He wants that medal. It just depends on what color he's gonna get. It is Simmons holding on strong. Sean Vick in lane 3 coming in for that second position. Alessandro in lane 5. He is being challenged by Gittins from Barbados right beside him.
I really like Simmons' fly here. It's a little bit too up and down for my liking.
Yeah.
But really looks easy.
I mean, we saw him in that freestyle. We saw him in the 200 medley. He's dominant in that backstroke, but he swam butterfly in the relay last night. And there it is. He's a 200 butterfly specialist as well. Beautiful, 25 left to go for Simmons. He's pulling away from the rest of the pack. It is a fight for that second position. He's keeping it nice and easy. His arms are a bit higher than I would have liked, but hey, it's his like third event of the day.
And he's 12.
And he's 12. Ooh, time it. It is 1:12.99 for Simmons at that 100 split. Vic is gonna come in. Oh, Vic. Ooh. Alessandro from Antigua is gonna come in for that second and Vic third.
I mean, Simmons still looks really in control. His stroke hasn't really changed, hasn't really looked like it's competing.
No.
Again, I do want him to be a little bit lower in the water.
Look at that. He has picked up his tempo. His pick has gotten stronger. His pull has gotten stronger. He's pulling away from the rest of the pack.
And what's amazing is he looks big. He looks, the way that he's swimming looks big.
I was shocked when I saw Simmons on the podium. He is not that tall.
No.
I love how these guys are swimming big. Once again,
underwater.
Once again, we don't want to swim big as in we're making too much room and we have resistance. We want to swim long, making ourselves look taller than we are in the pool. I can't tell you how many times people thought Ariana and I were taller than we are. And when they see us in person, we're like, oh, you're short. It is Simmons, 25 left to go. Alessandro in lane 5 has moved into that second position. It is Sean Vick. He was 7th last year. He is coming back. He's getting his medal, but coming in for that gold. Beautifully, it is Harold Simmons, 2:33.36 for Simmons from the Bahamas.
Great swim by Simmons there.
Wow. Coming in for that second position, it is Antigua Alessandro. Nice, touching with a 2:45.96. 2:45.96, yes. And Sean Vick from Curacao, 2:46.79. They are both excited, waving to the crowd, waving to their teammates. They did it.
I love that.
Look at that.
Cute.
Look at that. Alessandro in lane 5, his sea time is a 2:47.34. He did go a best time of 2:45.96 to get that second spot. Wow. Simmons looks tired. And we know we will see him later on in that relay. Coming in, we do have Liam from Cayman Islands. We spoke already yesterday about Cayman Islands and how they're building their team. Having representation in the 11-12 and all the events is essential to their efforts in building such a dominant team they have here at the CARIFTA Games.
Absolutely, and sorry, I just got distracted by the seahorse.
The mascot here is a seahorse. If you have not seen him, he is gorgeous.
If we could get a camera on said seahorse so that the viewers at home can see them.
And it is Simmons coming in. Beautiful. Now we're going to have a different Simmons.
Ah, they're talking about Aqua. His name is Aqua.
That makes sense.
The seahorse. Look at him. I have to get a picture.
Beautiful. We're going to go in with a different Simmons. This one is from Barbados. We saw her dominate in that 400 individual medley. We saw her dominate in that 200 individual medley. And coming in, we're going to have Simmons for that top spot from Barbados. Beautiful. This is going to be another great race. Leah Lewis in lane 3 from Bahamas. She was second in this event last year. It's her last year in 13-14. She's going to try and get a medal. Cole Cassidy from Cayman Islands. She was third in 11-12. She has now made the finals in 13-14, her first year here, and she's going to want to get a medal.
We just saw Jaya Simmons win that 200 IM. We know that she has really great speed. There's the seahorse. There's Aqua. Thank you, camera people.
Beautiful, and we're back. That is the start. 0.82. That's wow. But it is 0.72 from Simmons to take that early lead. It is the 2 fly. You got to do what you got to do. But Simmons, beautiful. Getting into that underwater. She is being challenged by that. Wow.
Really loving this breathing pattern
Lewis.
But across the board. Lewis is in control here, the first 50.
We saw Simmons this morning. We thought it was a strategy. She went out slow in that first 100, and she really caught up to the rest of the field and passed them in that last 50. If she's going to do the same thing here, it may not bode well for her because Leah Lewis is taking out that first 100 extremely fast. Martinique in lane 5, Malia is going to try and hold on to that third position as we go into the 100 split. But Leah Lewis said, no, I want this. I am going for it. And let's hope that this plan and strategy works for her.
I mean, you don't want to back half a 2 fly.
No.
I tell you what. I mean, I guess if you have it,
you can.
Which I've been proved time and time again that they have it.
Yeah, if they have it. If they have it. Lewis, this morning, she went out really fast, but her back-end speed was not there. We also had Simmons, who came back 2 seconds faster, and we're going to see why it was 2 seconds faster as she's catching up to Leah.
Wow.
Beautiful for her.
Wow. It does look like Lewis is tightening up a little bit here.
Yes, Simmons is going to turn first, followed very closely by Leah. There is a race for third as we have outside smoke from Aruba Genesis in lane 8. She wants to take her medal as well. Martinique is trying to hold on to the mix. I don't know if she sees Genesis in lane 8, but Malia may think she's safe.
What an impressive evening by Simmons here. Gold in the 2 IM.
Yes, yes.
An hour ago.
Yeah.
About to get gold. Swam an amazing race just now. She held on.
Yes.
Didn't go out with Lewis.
Yeah.
She knew her race strategy.
Aruba is catching Lewis. Aruba in lane 8 is catching Lewis in lane 3.
I don't think there's going to be enough time.
Oh.
It looks like Lewis will still get the silver.
Get your hands on the wall, Aruba. Nice. It is Simmons from Barbados with a 2:32.62. Lewis from Bahamas with a 2:36.10. And out of lane 8, Genesis from Aruba with a 2:38.78. The strategy for Lewis definitely worked. She went out fast and she said, you know what, Simmons, if you want it, you're going to have to catch me. And Simmons said, okay.
And sometimes that's the way it happens. Does it feel good? No.
No. But Simmons did exactly what she did this morning. Her first 100 was nice and relaxed. She kept her rhythm, she kept her tempo. And that second 100, she knew she had to work that third 50 and bring it home.
We have the gentlemen, 13-14, 200 fly, getting prepared behind the blocks here.
You know what is exciting about this race? Ocean this morning.
What part?
Ocean this morning was a 2:18. Right? He came back in a 34, 4 seconds and 3 seconds faster than the rest of the field. We saw him really surge in that last 50. I don't know if he's going to do the same thing. He should go out a little bit faster, but if that's his strategy, he's going to hold on to that. That is the start of the boys event 91, 13-14, 200-meter butterfly. Victor Ashby in lane 3.
Is he wearing goggles?
I can't tell.
I will report back.
He was 9th in this event.
He's wearing goggles.
There it is. He heard you. He heard you. He was 9th in this event last year. Did not make finals. And now he is back in medal contention with goggles because he is not here to play. We have Ocean taking out that early lead. That's fantastic because he was slower this morning. 29.90 for Ocean. He is not playing around. Beautiful swim for him. We're gonna have Trinidad Aaron trying to go with him.
What? I mean, across the board here, really even.
Wow.
It's still anybody's race.
Look at Simmons in lane 6. I'm not sure if he's related to Harold Simmons.
I was supposed to research.
There's so many Simmons on the board, but he's going to turn second. Ocean's going to hold on with a 105.79 for that 100 split. Now we're going to see Ocean taking charge. He's moving away from the rest of the pack. His tempo has slowed down a little bit. I'm not sure if he's going to save it up for the last 50, but this is going to allow Aaron from Trinidad to try and catch him, which is not great for him. Once you give them hope, anything can happen. Ocean did come back in a 34. I'm hoping he's not doing that same strategy.
Aaron looks just in control.
Because
almost like this is the first 50.
He does not want to get caught. Trinidad delegation is jumping, trying to give him energy, but here comes Ocean. He was a 34 this morning. Aaron was a 38. A 4-second difference. And you can see why Ocean kind of backed off a little bit on that third 50 so he can have enough on this last 50.
I am stunned. I mean, Ocean hit that wall, didn't have a great underwater, and still is able to pull up half a body length in front of Aaron.
The strategy is risky, but he made it happen. Look who's coming third. It is Victor Ashby for that third position. Victor Ashby from Barbados, 222.48. Second, Trinidad, 220.37. And first, it is Ocean from Aruba, 218.75.
Goggle Ashby.
Kaja Eastman has gotten bronze here in this 200 butterfly. You know, the strategy, it's great when you know your strategy. It's great when you know it and you have the confidence to come back fast. But that does not work in all situations. You don't know if Aaron was holding off this morning as well.
I mean, absolutely insane last 50.
Yeah.
By Ocean to take the win.
Oh my God, lane 6. Simmons from Bahamas was 4th last year. He's going to be 4th again, but Ashby from Barbados was 9th. He did not make finals last year, and now he is back a year later and getting 3rd in this event.
Really an impressive swim there, and now we're moving into the 15-7 to 15-17 200 butterfly. We've seen these names already.
They did not swim this morning.
They did not swim this morning, but we saw Higgs take 3rd in that 200 IM just probably about an hour ago. Layla Brown was 2nd. Sierra Broadbelt was 1st. Sarah Dowden really was playing in there with the group.
Yeah.
We are going to have a great race ahead of us here.
Sierra was so dominant last year. She won multiple events. She won this event in 13-14. And she's coming back again as a 15-year-old to show them I am here.
And her entry time is under Heather Roffey's record.
We could definitely see this one going. Her stroke was a bit reserved in that first 100 this morning. Oh, she didn't swim it. She did not swim it.
In the 2IM, she was a little bit reserved, yes.
So we're going to see what type of technique she has this afternoon. Nice and easy outside smoke. There is Guyana Aleska trying to go with them. Coming in, it is Sarah Dowden from Grenada trying to get her hands on the wall, but it will be Sierra turning first in that 50.
I mean, we said Sarah Dowden in that 2IM had a phenomenal first half.
Yeah.
She faded a little bit towards the end to not wind up on the podium. Chances are she took a look at that and said, I want to have a chance again.
This is the perfect place to do it as they are lining up that 1, 2, 3, 4. Lane 9, Guyana is still in the mix. I haven't seen Guyana represented on that medal podium that much this championship. This could be a great one for them. She is fading just a little bit, but it will be Sierra turning first. 107.99.
Wow.
Coming in second from Trinidad, it is Layla with a 109.71 and Sarah with a 110.85. It is...
Sarah Broadbelt is really making this her own race, but we saw in just the previous race, Ocean Manloon had a absolutely
Great
insane back 50.
Yes, yes. It was strategic for sure. But coming in, Layla Brownie is really looking strong in that second position, but there is a challenge from Cayman Islands. Her teammate, Tegan Nash, moving into that third position. She sees Brownie in her eyes. Cayman wants to get 1-2.
A little bit of a slow turn there, but she still has a chance. Granted, I shouldn't say anything because this is an exhausting race.
We've seen a lot of difference in the last 25. It really does depend if Brownie can hold her stroke in this last 25 and how much energy Tash has to bring it home. But out in front, it is Sierra Broadbelt. She is off that record. She has done a lot of events this championships. And once again, she wants to get her medal. She wants to get those points, and she will do it. 225. Look at Nash. Look at Nash.
Wow.
Woo. So close. Tegan Nash, third. 2:30.86. She almost caught Leah Brown from Trinidad with a 2:30.51. Spectacular race. We thought she was too far ahead, but no.
I'm just watching lane number 1 hype himself up. I don't know if you saw that just now. I loved that.
I was so afraid of you behind the blocks because you would hit your chest. I could hear it from in the spectator stand. I was like, oh.
It was a little bit of an intimidation tactic.
It worked for the people who weren't even swimming.
Well, those aren't the people I want to intimidate. That's useless.
Oh my goodness. Coming up next, it is the boys 15 and over 200-meter butterfly. We have spoken about lane 4. He swam that 200 individual medley, getting second. He swam that 50 breaststroke. He is back again. Elijah Daly. He wants that gold.
Yep.
2:09.98, the fastest time so far in the morning. But we saw that a lot of people held off a little bit in the morning.
Also, taking a look at this race, we had Jerome. It looks like they're holding the gents just a second here longer. So Jerome was just out of the final of the 200 IM. So he could be coming in with something to prove.
Lovely swim for them. Lane 1 is an exhibition. I'm not sure why he's in lane 1 and not 0.
That is different, unless that changed.
But these guys are ready to go. Oh. Quiet for the start. These guys are nervous.
They're asking them to step down.
Woo!
So for our viewers that are not really familiar with swimming, if you are on the block, even if they haven't blown the whistle or hit the start thing, that is a false start. So you have to be very careful to not accidentally fall into the pool.
It looks like they're trying to pump up the crowd. I hope it's not going to be an extended delay.
We are way ahead of schedule, so I really hope it is not an extended delay.
If that's the case, they should ask the guys to put back on their jackets because it is getting chilly out here. You don't want them to get tight before 200 fly.
Oh gosh, no. Looks like they are telling the boys
they're asking
to
them to
sit
step
down.
back. I hope they put on their jackets.
That is not where you want to be.
You know how difficult that is to be ready mentally for this to fly, and suddenly it's put on hold?
Oy. While we are giving a break or having a break here, we're going to be joined by a guest. We don't know how long this break is going to be, so we are
You can see them putting on their clothes. It's going to be a little while.
That is great insight. Lane 2 put on his sweatpants. It is a little bit chilly here, so...
Oh my goodness. While we wait for the technical and administration to fix whatever is the issue, we're going to have an interview. We have another guest. We saw him earlier I think it was 2 days ago. It's great to see you again. It is the Honorable Mario Boleg, Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Welcome back again. It is day 3. We spoke about day 1 and how different it was and how excited it is. How excited are you for day 3 and just watching all the excitement?
I tell you what, I'm so proud of the Bahamian athletes' performance so far. Not just the athletes, but the federation and the coaches. They have done a tremendous job, and to see what they have achieved over the past 6 years, knowing the days of wonderful your time, and we would have struggled.
Why do people keep calling you old tonight?
No, you're not old, but you were the ones who people must understand have paved the way for the others to come behind now to be able to have this dominancy right now inside the pool, and we appreciate you. And as Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, for all the Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, prior to my time, I want to say we appreciate you and we thank you for what you have done. And now the waves are out the way, and we're now finding ourselves flying down the pool, the Isles of the
I
pool.
said it to Alia, I think this morning. I don't know, I'm losing track of days, but I think part of why Alia and I do what we did was to represent our country.
Yes.
I did it for, obviously I did it for myself. I loved it, I had fun, but I also knew that there were little girls, hopefully back in the Bahamas, watching me and being like, I want to be there one day.
Yeah. The first time the Jamaican anthem was played at the big arena internationally was Worlds in Doha. And so many people came up to me after. It's like, I've never heard the Jamaican anthem being played in an aquatic arena. It was beautiful, because we hear it all the time in track and fields.
But I can say this, you guys are doing a tremendous job too as you move up the ladder. You dominate and track and field. But you know, when you look at swimming, they say, well, where are the Jamaicans? But I'm watching now for the past 3 years since I've been the minister. I can see the improvement in Jamaica swim. You haven't gotten there as yet where you want to be in track and field. We would like to be where you are in track and field. But like they say, we are better in track and field, but we are best in swimming.
Yes, I love that.
Right here first.
And with that, we were going to go back to the 15 and 17 boys. Thank you so much, the Honorable Mario Boleg, for being with us. We can see what the difficulty was. It was lane 1. We asked already how come he was 19. He was being an exhibitionist. He was in the exhibition for this event. I'm not
Did he pull him? Did they pull him out of the race completely?
I'm not sure why they did not move lane 0 into lane 1, so he's closer to the competition. But whatever that is, these boys are ready to go. We want to thank the Honorable Mario Boleg for being with us and sharing some more knowledge with us. Thank you so much.
And always a pleasure to be here anytime. And you two young ladies continue to strive and do well.
Thank you so much for your support. We appreciate it.
Elijah is out in a 27. He was out in a 28.4 earlier today. He's gonna want it. He's trying to get ahead of Antigua Ethan. But Ethan said no. Wow. Wow. 32.1 is what he came back in. That is a 00.5. We're gonna see him under that as he comes in with a long touch. 59.35 for Daly.
Alia, we talked a little bit about that delay that they had just now.
Yeah.
I wonder how much of that maybe changed the landscape of this race. It looks like lane 3, Kimani Bellinger, is not quite where he should have been entry time wise.
Yeah.
It's really tough when you're getting you're getting amped up to be asked to sit down and then to re-amp up when you don't know what the timeline looks like.
Some people say that when you're already on the block and there's
Looks like we lost a cap.
Come on. There is Elijah Daly holding on for that top spot. He has been second. He has been third. Could this be his gold medal swim? He is being challenged by Haiti Christian Jerome. We've heard and seen him multiple times. Coming up, it is Ethan from Antigua in lane 5. Does he have it in the tank?
Come on. Come on, Elijah.
This could be his golden swim.
Come on,
Third
Elijah.
event of
Come
the
on,
day.
Elijah.
Does he have it? Haiti is coming in strong. It's going to be down to the touch again. It
tie.
It is
a tie. What the best outcome we could have looked at.
That's beautiful.
I said it.
Beautiful.
Jerome missed that 200 IM final. He was going to come in knowing that he needed to do this. Look at Jerome up on the block, pumping his arm at his team. Look at him.
Elijah Daly almost missed that. So to get his gold even if it's a tie, that is still a golden swim for him.
I am going to say it again. It comes to the finish. Elijah almost missed out on that.
He started to tighten up just a bit in that last 10 meters, but you had Jerome who saw him in his sights and said, no, I still have more left in the tank. And once again, in that 200 IM, we saw Liam Carrington. He's 15. He fought back in that 50 free to catch Daly and outswim him. Right here, we have Jerome.
We have the last couple meters here, 5 meters in. Look at this, almost stroke for stroke into the wall.
Look at that. If he did not do that long stroke, he would have gotten second.
Yep.
It was a great
If he had chosen
choice.
to take another stroke,
yes,
he would be looking at a second place.
It was a great choice for him because he wasn't exactly beside Jerome. I'm sure he could see him in his peripherals, but he couldn't tell exactly where he was. He just saw somebody coming.
You can see the splash a little bit. I'm not sure how much you're actually seeing.
No.
In that.
And Jerome Christian is 15, just like Liam Carrington. You know they can come back because they have that energy. So for Daly to get his gold, finally, that was a great swim. Great swim.
So we are preparing for the medals from that 200 butterfly segment. And while we are getting ready for that, we are joined by yet another guest.
We saved the best for last. It is Fabian Fernander, Sales and Marketing Manager for the Sun Oil Limited. Have you been here all 3 days? And if so, how has it been?
Well, I've been here for 2 days so far, and it's been exciting. For all those folks at home, I must tell them, it's not the same watching on TV and then coming down here. The excitement, the junk canoe, the cheering, getting to see the water splash, seeing these swimmers, it's different.
Yes,
completely.
Yes. I know that we are doing a fantastic job, but it is not the same as being here in person and hearing the crowd, seeing the reactions of the athletes, being that close to them and feeling the passion and seeing the challenges of some of these athletes.
Agreed.
It has been fantastic.
It has. It's definitely different.
Yeah.
You know, and I would say, you know, as a sponsor, being here and being a part of it, this really pulls it all together for us, you know, because you get to see not only the hard work and dedication pay off, but then you get to see exactly all the parents who have traveled all around different countries come out to support. All of the other persons here, all the coaches, everyone just giving their 100% in their support from in the morning, in the afternoon, all day straight. It's different, you know, and we feel it together.
And we talked about that earlier with, I believe, the gentleman from Seafall about how these sponsorships mean so much, not only to Team Bahamas, but really at the CARIFTA level. To be able to put on an event like this, sponsorships are tantamount to making sure that these kids can have this amazing experience. And so for you to come out here and see, I think you see that investment and how it's paying out. Bahamas is going for number 6. I think watching the events, we're probably pretty set in that, but don't want to jinx anything. Now that you've been here, what would you say is your favorite part?
I would say my favorite part definitely has been the relays. You know, definitely seeing the relays, you know, seeing that handoff,
for Antigua
and then going from,
Yeah, we've said it multiple times. Those relays have been super exciting.
Yeah, they have. I mean, seeing the different handoff between the different strokes and just watching them lose like maybe an inch or just on the turns.
Just on the turns.
Are you in the swimming world at all?
I am not in the swimming world, but I feel like I'm in the swimming world today.
For you to know that, Ali and I have been talking about it all the time, individually and in the relay, almost more so in the relay.
Yeah.
That can be the difference.
You can see it. And we saw it today already in that 200 IM, in that 100 free, in that 2 fly, what it makes to have those great turns, to have the undulations, to have the underwaters. It changes them, and you can see the difference with the top contenders.
Agreed. And I guess my question for you guys who are in the swim world, how often do you practice those turns? Because I just saw, like, on a turn, we went from being in second to 4th place just on a turn. So how often do you guys practice those turns?
That's a great question. So you're doing, when you're in practice, so this is a long course pool. Sometimes we're training short course. So you're doing turns over and over again. The problem, I think, a lot of times is that when you're in practice, you're getting tired and you're practicing sloppy turns.
Yes.
And that's where you see those bad turns. And you see, so it's a lot of times when I was a swimmer, we would take time out specifically out of training and practice perfect turns.
Yes.
Working on going at speed into the wall and feeling what that's supposed to be like.
And one of the great quotes I'm going to tell you after this. One of the great quotes I've heard, and it's one of those where we have to look back at the former quotes we've heard over the years and really have to fine-tune it. Practice does not make perfect. It makes permanent.
Right.
Perfect practice makes perfect. And I think that's the difference. We practice our turns all the time, but how well are you actually doing it? Are you emulating how it is to be in competition?
I get it.
Are you working that 15 meters or you're okay with just 10?
I get it.
When you're tired, the body
You're in a
will go back.
position of sales and marketing, so you know somebody that is in sales, you can't have a bad sale and then expect to just get better. You have to practice doing it well over and over and over
Yes,
again.
I can imagine the pitch.
Yep.
It's something that you practice and practice. And you can't just make it up and say, I'm going to be great today.
You agreed. It's repetition.
Right.
And definitely, I see it out here. And definitely, I want to put it out to you guys as athletes. I definitely see the hard work, the dedication, the early mornings, the late nights. I see it paying off in the pool. I mean, we are #1 right now. We don't want to jinx it, but hopefully we get that 6 feet, most definitely.
Yep. We really appreciate, I cannot even begin to express the appreciation as a former Bahamian swimmer.
Yeah.
Seeing the commitment that a lot of companies have made. So I have to say thank you so much for your commitment in sponsoring the Bahamian CARIFTA team. Any final words you want to leave our viewers with about Sun Oil Limited or really about your experience here?
Yeah, I would say my final words, Sun Oil Limited, we are definitely here as pillars of the community. We always give back, and this is just an extension of that.
Yeah.
This was the year when we did our full gold sponsorship, and I would like to say, I know my colleague was here, 2 days ago. I think we got it.
And again, congratulations to our
Yes, you're saying your colleague was here a few days ago.
My colleague was here 2 days ago, and definitely, I know he said something on air, but I can confirm it and back it up. We will be sponsoring, the Aquatics CARIFTA team again.
Beautiful.
As a gold sponsor. So we will be here again doing it.
We know what that means.
Yeah. We have heard it twice.
Yeah.
No, we've
Write that in stone.
We've solidified it. We've solidified it.
Beautiful.
But definitely, I mean, as Sun Oil Limited, we definitely want to say, fueling journeys, whether it's, for the arts, athletics, non-profits, we're always there.
Yeah.
We always see it as an extension. The Bahamas is a brand.
Yeah.
And we have to continue to invest in our future, which is our kids, our youth, and the development of this brand. And that's what we're all about at Sun Oil Limited. So I want to say, for all those corporate sponsors out there who want to join on, get on board.
Love it.
This is the opportunity. If you have a budget, don't even think about, how much is it. If you have a marketing budget, 10% is a good start. Just throw it towards, sponsoring the athletics.
Yeah.
But I would say, that's where we're at. Those are my final closing words.
I love it.
And I think right there we see why you are the sales and marketing manager, because you just sold that.
I don't know if you practiced it. I hope you did, but that was great for...
You just said, hey, everybody, we are committing to do it.
Right.
You should do it too.
Challenge them. Challenge
Love
them
that.
on air.
Love that. Much appreciated. Thank you so much for joining us. Try not to lose your voice in these relays about to come up.
Congratulations.
That is the boys' 200-meter butterfly that we just saw. We want to thank Fabian for coming with us and talking a little bit more about what they've done so far and the future plans. And I think something that is great, Ariana has just seen the seahorse. She may be absent for a few minutes.
Aqua, the seahorse, is coming this way.
But I do want to thank you, Fabian, for being visible. A lot of the times we give the money, we see the support, and there is that disconnect. But you being here and them seeing you as a face and you seeing them and seeing the work that these athletes have put in is phenomenal. Yes. Yes.
Stay connected.
Yes.
All right,
Thank you so much for being here.
All right, take care.
Bye.
All right.
This has been a fantastic championship so far. We have seen numerous meet records being broken today and so many more throughout this last 3 days. Right now it is the 200 butterfly, 15-17. These ladies have done a phenomenal job. There it is, Sierra Broadbelt. We've heard her name before. She is in that top spot. Wow. Wow. We have another guest that is filling in. Tell us what is going on with day 3 in here in the Bahamas.
Day 3 is going swimmingly well, I think. See what I did there?
I saw that. Brilliant.
No, but we're really excited. Day 3 has gone really well. The first 2 days went really well. I think everybody's really enjoying themselves. The production has come off really well. I have absolutely nothing to complain about.
Oh, that is lovely. It is day 3. I know you guys are tired. The athletes are tired. I want to hear more about that after this.
And again, congratulations.
Having such a long journey to reach to this point and all the work that you've put in. It is day 3. There's 1 more day for swimming, 2 more days with open water. We have seen a lot of ministers come in. We've seen a lot of people who have given money financially, given equipment, given gear. Not everybody could be here. Do you have any last words for the sponsors? Just something to give, like, hey, we see you, we love you, we support you. Thank you so much for all the work that you've given us.
Yeah, definitely. I think I've said this before, but events like this cannot be pulled off without the support of corporate Bahamas or whatever country it's being hosted in. And so we are just so excited that when we asked for help, we got the help that we needed from corporate Bahamas. Corporate Bahamas has really been there to support our athletes for both swimming and also track and field. But Team Bahamas is very well known in the Bahamas for swimming. We have a very, very strong team. And I think that that's something that the sponsors enjoy. They know it's kind of like a bang for their buck.
Yeah.
But they've been really helpful. They've, like I said, they've come forward. They've given the National Sports Authority would have redone the pool.
Yeah.
The government did its thing and supported us. Obviously, an event like this cannot happen without the support of the government. So we say thank you to the government of the Bahamas for that. And Bahamas Aquatics. Bahamas Aquatics has really been instrumental in ensuring that this event comes out without hitch.
Yeah.
Technically.
Oh, we're going to get a double national anthem.
Oh.
And again, the Haiti National Anthem. Congratulations.
Last question before we go into that relay. The last person with us, Fabian, spoke about challenging the other corporate sponsors. I definitely want to challenge Bahama Aquatics. Yes, swimming has done fantastic. We spoke to the president yesterday about how you guys were 6th, maybe a decade ago, and how you're coming back and you're so dominant now. What about the other disciplines? Aquatics has 6. How many of you guys are going to look at, all right, let's see if we can develop artistic swimming, let's see if we can develop water polo, and really be a force to be reckoned with in the aquatic world?
Well, we were to host the water polo championships at the same time. Unfortunately, we had to cancel those because not enough teams around the region signed up. And so we do hope that for the next CARIFTA championships next year that more teams do sign up for that because, like you said, it's very important. Swimming is not the only arena that our athletes can participate in, and we should encourage them to participate in as many as possible.
I love that. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
It is relay time for you guys at home. This is the mixed 400.
Freestyle relays.
Yes, we have 2 men, 2 females in this event. Remember, they are 11-12, so they're not going to do that 800 freestyle relay. I think that was a very wise choice, but it does give them another option for this relay.
Yep. Very excited about this relay. We have Kaja Eastman, who we just spoke to just a couple of hours ago, looks like she is scheduled to lead off this relay if they did keep it with what we have on our heat sheets.
We have Sobers in that third place position.
I mean, this is really interesting.
Wow.
There are going to be, it looks like, mostly boys on this leadoff.
We don't have all the names, so we don't know who's going to be in the relays. But the ones we do have, we see lane 5, Jamaica. Alert, alert, alert. She will be ending off this relay. If she's in a great spot, even if it's a male, they will not catch her.
I mean, we've said it before. We'll say it again. These 11, 12 swimmers are very close in time.
It is. So as you get older, you see the difference between a male and a female swimmer. But at 11, 12, their times are very similar. And here you will have Kaja Eastman. She was here talking to us, and she's the only female that is going to start off in this first leg for Barbados. And what?
Look at her.
She is with the boys. I love it.
Let me tell you.
I love it.
I realize that we are now in April, but it is the first day of April.
Yeah.
We just got through Women's History Month.
Yes.
Love this.
There it is.
Strong women.
Aruba is going to take that early lead with a 28.70, but Eastman is in the mix. The benefit for you guys at home is that a female is now in that first leg. That means they have 2 more spots for males. The other relays only have 1 more male spot. So it is an advantage, even though she's not up there in that 1, 2, 3 spot.
Right. These other teams are burning that male first. So we will see potentially a lot of lead changes here depending on the order. It looks like we have another female going in for lane 6. Lane 5 has a male.
Yeah.
Lane 4 has a female.
It is a bit more mixed now.
Lane 3 female. Ooh, okay. Barbados is doing 2 females in a row, it looks like, if I'm not mistaken.
They are definitely in the mix to do really well as long as they can pull a little bit more distance to this top heat. Aruba is holding on strong in that top position, followed very closely by Bahamas.
So they had a male first, and now they have a female. Lane number 4 is a male-female. If they go based on what is entered, they will have another female.
We see Bahamas making their move. Look at Bahamas surging in, trying to get into that lead ahead of Aruba.
It looks like they will be keeping with what they had entered. So another female for both the Bahamas and for Aruba.
That means
and
a male.
Anchor with a male.
Woo, beautiful entry for Bahamas.
Alyssa Ferguson just dove in for the Bahamas. And based
surprised.
on the entries, we have pros for Aruba here battling. Oh my
Look
goodness.
at her.
Guess who we have anchoring for the Bahamas? Joseph.
It's not on my heat. I have the wrong. Joseph.
We've got Joseph.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Bahamas really put on their best team here. I just got the updated heat sheet. Wow.
Joseph
is
scheduled to anchor here.
We have Leonardo from Aruba. We saw him earlier today as well. Woo! Aruba has to get very close to Bahamas to have a shot.
We have Jamaica in lane 5 with Kia Lawson. We have Alert, Kia, Alert, anchoring for Jamaica here. It is a race for third, it looks like, between Jamaica and
Bahamas is going to turn first with 100 left to go. It is Joseph out in that early lead, followed very closely by Aruba. And in that third position, it is Jamaica.
I mean, look at Joseph go.
Look at him go. He is tired. He's not showing it, but third day. How many events did he swim today already? And he's now finishing this relay super strong.
Boundless.
Look at Kia Alert. She has Aruba in her sights.
It isn't over until it's over.
We saw how many races already being lost at the last 5 meters. Kia Alert! Kia Alert!
Alert! Alert! Warning! Kia Alert, ladies and gentlemen.
She is making a move on Aruba in lane 6.
Women's History Month, Kia Alert said, all right bet.
Now we see Barbados moving into that fourth position.
I don't know if she's going to have the room. I don't know if she's going to have the room, but absolutely phenomenal swim. I want to know what that split is.
There it is. Joseph finishing off Bahamas to get the win with a 4:09.87. Aruba coming in with a 4:17.90. He definitely saw Kia and said, no, 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 you're not beating me today. Jamaica holding on for that third position with a 4:20.29.
Absolutely amazing swim. And Ali, I do want to take this second to point out, we do have Turks and Caicos in this race. They haven't gotten to the wall yet.
Yes.
But Turks and Caicos is a brand new team.
Yeah.
Recently new. For them to even put together a team, they could very easily say, hey, we don't have the people to put together a winning relay. We're not going to do it at all.
And if you're looking, this is how Cayman was built. We spoke already about how 11-12 is not where the rest of the field is for 13, 14, and 15, 17, but they are here. They are being represented. That relay swimmer should not have gone over the lane line while we still had somebody in the race. That was poor judgment on his hand, but
that could potentially be a disqualification.
That could potentially be a disqualification. If it was, it would have been Aruba. It really depends on the officials and how they want to play that. But yes, Turks and Caicos is here. They're representing, which is what we want in the Caribbean. We want representation. And then comes competition.
Every night, the crowd just gets like a million decibels louder.
I feel like because it is the 4x2, they won't be as loud as they were yesterday, because I was deafened. I was deaf.
I think you're being very hopeful.
Maybe in that last 50, it's going to get wild. Next up, it is the girls 13-14 800 freestyle relay. It will be different. It is now a 200 for each individual leg. That's 4 laps.
Check out lane 2. I do believe if they stayed true to form, that is Heidi Stout.
She's leading. You know what? This is great, because if Heidi leads, let's say she gets a good leg on this and gets some distance. Look who is finishing it off. It is Simmons. We saw her in that 4 a.m. We saw her in that 2 a.m. We saw her in that 2 fly. She's gonna do it. And that is Heidi's strategy. Look at her going out in that outside smoke in lane 2. Jamaica is trying to go with her for that second position, but
it's Kogel for Jamaica. I mean,
we saw her in that 200 free. So you know she can go out with her, and she needs to get a good time and a good distance away from Bahamas that's right beside her.
And honestly, on these relays, a lot of it, a big part of it, is getting clean water for your next couple of people.
Yeah,
and we talked about this, I think, for every night of the relays. It is a strategy on where you stack your swimmers. Do you put your fastest person first to get clear water? Do you put them last, like a Marvin, where you know he's just gonna do whatever it takes?
101.39 for Barbados. Wherever Marvin goes to school next year, he is going to be such an asset.
He is going to Florida.
U.S.?
Yes.
There it is. He's going to be such an asset, and it's going to be great because he's going to have Anthony Nessie, a gold medalist from Suriname, from the Caribbean. It's going to be great for him, for his future.
I was talking to one of the Bahamas coaches last night, I believe. Anthony Nessie had a gold medal in all of the freestyles, I believe last year at Worlds.
Oh, wow.
Caleb Dressel. Name's going to escape me. We had Nick Fink. We had distance swimmer. I mean...
And that's why he's the head coach for the U.S. team in 2024.
He can put together...
Beautiful. Beautiful.
As much as I am not a fan of Florida because of our rivalry, I am a fan of Marvin going there.
Yes, and Anthony Nessie. We're going to see Barbados in lane 2 taking that early lead with Heidi Stout. She's going to touch with a 2:07, giving her relay a very good lead ahead of Jamaica. That's now touching with a 2:13. Coming into that third position, it is Martinique with a 2:16.86.
Look at this freestyle by this Bayesian here, Isabella Myers, I believe. I'm a little bit concerned about the tempo.
Yeah, that kick is kind of, that's a lot. That is a lot. But you know what? It is a relay. and she has that lead. She wants the handoff first for her relay, so she's going to give it her best. Martinique is catching up to Jamaica for that second position. It is a long race, but it is exciting because every 200 could have a change of leader. As we see right now, we have Cayman Islands holding up in that, I believe that is Osborne. We saw her in that 50 breaststroke. And she is now doing that 200 free. It is all about points. And she is taking one for the team and swimming this 200.
And we talked about that this morning. Yes, swimming is an individual event, but it is very much a team event here.
Very much, very much.
Do you want to do all of these events? No.
No.
But you will for your team, and I think that builds so much character.
Yes. Yes. It is Bahamas that's now making their move, catching up to Jamaica in lane 6. Martinique is holding on for that second position in lane 3, but it is all Barbados, and surprisingly, she has held her kick. Look at Barbados, 50 left to go. Her tempo has slowed down, but the kick is still very powerful.
It's all about knowing your strengths and playing to them.
She's doing it. Jamaica has moved into 4th position, Bahamas Bahamas 3rd, and Martinique 2nd.
Good turn by Bahamas there. Very quick.
Bahamas wants to get into the best position. They're now moved into 2nd. Bahamas was very far behind after that first 200, and now they're 2nd.
I mean, Barbados is really just pulling away
Look at
here.
that. Wow. Wow. Beautiful swim for her. They are going to have a great outside smoke as they dive in with a 4:28 at that 400 split.
They were entered with a 9:33.77. I'm fairly confident they will be well below that.
I believe so because that's slower than Heidi's 800 split. We love our distancers. We love them so much that they can do sprints as well is phenomenal.
I mean, I don't know if you understood that. Heidi Stout, 800 freestyle on her own, put together 4 200s faster than what they were entered at. On her own.
Beautiful.
That goes to show you.
She could be right here in lane 1 and you will see her swimming with them and flipping at every 200. But we're going to have Barbados holding on for that top spot. Bahamas 2nd. Martinique is trying to stay with them. Jamaica has moved into 4th position. Ariane is out here playing her drums. She is part of the band.
We have a Junkanoo band out here, ladies and gentlemen. I am telling you, the energy is unbeatable.
That is what is pushing Bahamas right now to stay in that 2nd position. They have 300 left in this 800 freestyle relay. Woo. Barbados is lovely in front. They are swimming their own race out here in lane 2. Beautiful stroke for him. Simmons is going to end it off for Barbados. She's going to have a great time with this lead. Martinique has now moved into that 2nd position as Bahamas has faded just a bit. But it is 50 left for this 3rd leg swimmers.
I mean, Jaya had a phenomenal 2IM, phenomenal 200 fly.
Yes. Yes.
What is she going to do here to anchor this relay?
Well, the record is an 8:59.00. Depending on what she comes in right now, we could see Simmons. Right here will be a 2:10. She has to do a 2:09 to break that record. I'm not going to put it past her. Nope. No. Woo. There it is, Simmons with her beautiful stroke. Look at that kick. It is a 200. And she is going for it. Diving in 2nd, it is Martinique, followed very closely by Bahamas in lane 3. Sorry, in 3rd position in lane 5. They are very much still in the mix. But it is Barbados in lane 2. Very slow with those underwaters for Simmons. But Martinique is staying strong in lane 3 in that 2nd position. Bahamas in lane 5 for 3rd. Jamaica holding up in lane 6 for that 4th position. And it is Cayman that has just jumped in for their 4th leg.
So we'll see here at the 100 what we are looking at in terms of being close to this record or not by Simmons.
At the 59 mark will be a minute. So right now, 58. Ooh. Noah. Woo!
So about a 106 here to anchor.
If it was gonna be there, she should have already started her legs and really, really made some room. And once again, she could have Heidi's tempo. We saw Heidi cruising it, but she was going extremely fast. That could be the same thing right now with Simmons. We've seen her IM, we've seen her butterfly, but this could be a great swim for her in this freestyle. Nice and calm, very collected up front, but her pull could be fantastic.
And then the Bahamas.
She has to come back in a 30. Oh, she's within reach. It really is if she wants it.
That was a rough turn there, Alia.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna see it.
If it is, she needs to pull out her sprint right now. Martinique is in that second position. They're holding strong. Jamaica is catching Bahamas. Bahamas is fading with that. Ooh, it could be a close one for Bahamas and Jamaica.
Oh my gosh, look at that leg.
Oh my gosh.
Team Bahamas is running alongside.
Bahamas' tempo in that third 50 was so slow that it looked like she saved something in the tank so she could race in this last 50. Because the stroke that she has now, I would not have guessed she had that.
I mean, she absolutely said, sorry, Jamaica.
Not happening today.
Poodle.
Not at home. Coming in that first position, it is Barbados with a 9:05, 6 seconds shy of the record. But a beautiful swim for Barbados out in lane 2.
Still amazing swim. When we look at those girls that were on the relay,
yeah,
they've already done several events.
Multiple.
Heidi has had a 1,500.
1,500. Simmons, 200 IM, 200 fly. Now a 2 free.
I mean,
wow.
I think they're good without getting the record.
I think so. Cayman Islands coming in strong in lane 4 for that 5th position. It is Barbados first with a 9:05. Martinique coming in with second with a 9:19. Coming in third, it is Bahamas with a 9:22, and Jamaica fourth with a 9:26.
So remember how you said you didn't think it was going to be as loud? Remember when you said that?
I can still hear myself talk.
I can't.
We have 3 more races to go before we finish this day 3 final session. This is the boys 13-14 800 freestyle relay.
If this is correct, we will see Connor Hutman leading off for Bermuda, William Farrington for the Bahamas.
Nice. Going in, ooh, 0.61 for Barbados. They are ready and they're in it. That is Tariq, 14 years old from Barbados. They are all together in that first 25. I love the strokes that we're seeing. It is a 200, but they are taking it out of the sprint because it is a relay. Turning first, it is Bermuda. It is Connor with a 26.66.
We saw Connor come second in that 200 freestyle. He was out in a 27.86.
Yep. Out in lane 7, we have Barbados trying to make a move. They're in that outside lane, so they really have to make some moves because we have Connor in lane 2 from Bermuda really moving away from the rest of the pack. This was very...
A minute flat by Connor Hutman here. A little bit off what he was during the final of the 200 free, but
so
we know he has a back end.
This was very risky for Jamaica because they had 1-2, they had 1-3 in that 100, and they had Nolan, Matthew, that won that 200 free.
Yep, Nolan.
They're going 3rd and 4th. But they're going to have such a wave to catch up. It may be difficult for them to do that. Ooh, look at Connor go, 132.94 for Bermuda in lane 2.
Such an easy speed. He isn't gonna be quite as fast as he was in the individual event.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Honestly, looking at this race here, he's gonna put Bermuda swimming in a really good spot for the next 3 swimmers following behind him.
Yeah. Look at him accelerating into the wall now. Look at those kicks. It's all about that pull. His tempo may seem slower, but it's a strength tempo. Nice. He's going to come in with a 2:04.20. Bermuda's going to take that early lead. It is very close between second, third, fourth, and fifth. Bermuda does have that clean water going out.
Look at lane number 8. Lane number 7, I'm sorry. Barbados. I believe that's Brendan Gill.
Look at Trinidad.
Oh my gosh, Trinidad.
Rory Shepherd just jumped in. We've seen him multiple times already. This 200 free may not be his pet event. And Trinidad is taking advantage of that with Jaden Mills overtaking him in the first 50 and moving away from the rest of the pack.
Alia, I think you were right with that Jamaican call. Kai Radcliffe, we've seen his name before, but
he won that 50 breaststroke. We know he has a sprint, but this is a 200. The 100, they got first and third in that 100, but this is a 200.
The chances of having a full team to do strong 200s
that's
is
rare.
Very rare.
That's rare. But I'm not sure. Should they have put their gold medalist in that 200 freestyle first to get at least a lead? Because that will motivate the rest of the athletes. Right here, it's not that motivating.
Yeah. I mean, they're all but out of the race here at this point. Again, you never know.
You never know.
We've seen insane things.
We have.
So,
because as you can see now, Bermuda has pushed back into, I think, 7th because of that one swim. So anything can happen when they jump in the water. But right now, it is a race for that top spot with Bahamas flipping first, followed very closely by Trinidad and Barbados.
We have Simmons in for the Bahamas, and then Barbados. Jaden Mills had a phenomenal first 100. Looks like he's locking up just a bit here. We have a race.
Look at that extension from the Bahamian. Simmons is extending his arm. Look at that kick. He definitely wants to hand over first for his team. Beautiful. That halfway mark, they're going to turn with a 4:18.31 for that third leg to jump in. It is Cayman and Martinique for that second and third.
We see Bermuda has faded quite a bit. Jamaica, they have a lot of work to do.
They have a lot of work to do
if they are going to move back into this race. Look at that easy speed.
Beautiful swim from Bahamas. And
by Hamilton.
Very nice. He's going to flip first. Cayman Islands is now in the mix. Going to flip second. And it is Trinidad holding on for that third position out in lane 1. Jamaica is in the water. They're trying to catch Bermuda.
I mean, as you said, Alia, we have gold and bronze medalists, I believe, here anchoring for Jamaica.
The last person, this right here, Matthew Kennedy, he won the 200 free. It's gonna take a lot more than that to catch up to the rest of the pack. He may catch up to Bermuda as he's doing now, but Bahamas has now turned on their third 50.
Matthew Kennedy, third for Jamaica in the 200 freestyle. Nolan Barrett was first at a 2-minute, and he is anchoring.
Nice strategy on paper, but
it's not over.
It is not.
He has moved up quite a bit.
1, 2, 3. It will be Bahamas, Cayman, and Trinidad. Woo! Let's see what they can do. That would be an unbelievable feat for me. Right now, it is 25. They have 25 meters to catch up. It is Bahamas holding on for that top spot. Cayman is definitely trying to move on Bahamas. Trinidad look like he's fatiguing, and it's allowing Barbados out in lane 7 to get very close to that third spot.
We have David Singh anchoring off this relay for the Bahamas. I don't know if we saw him in the 200 freestyle, but we have seen some phenomenal swims out of him.
Yes. Diving in, it is Luke Higo from Cayman. We have seen him. He is a fantastic swimmer. Does he have enough to catch Bahamas in this 200? We're going to find out. But it is Trinidad in that third position out in lane 1. Diving in right now, it is the 200 freestyle medalist, gold medalist from Jamaica. He has he has a lot of work to do. Look at that freestyle. Look at that freestyle.
Alia.
He's in. He's going to catch Martinique for sure. Can he catch Barbados? Can he catch Trinidad in lane 1 to get third? Woo! Woo! Look at Cayman. Cayman is now trying to overtake Bahamas for that top spot. The crowd, the crowd.
Jamaica is sitting right next to us.
I gotta get out.
I cannot hear myself.
I gotta get out. We
Alia.
have Bahamas turning first. Cayman very close to him. Barbados and Trinidad fighting for that top 3. Jamaica is now turning. He has 10 meters to catch for a third place position. These guys were out by at least 50 meters. 50 meters. Oh! Look at him go.
Alia. We have a race for first and second, but do not discount Jamaica with Nolan Barrett on the end here.
Go, Nolan.
Nolan said, watch this.
His first 100 was unbelievable. Does he have it left in the tank to catch Trinidad? I don't know. He has now caught Barbados. He is in 4th position. We need him to go. Go. Does he have this? Would be unbelievable.
Wow.
Look at that.
Wow.
First. Cayman Islands is now in 1st position ahead of Bahamas.
Look at this.
Oh,
look at this. Oh my God.
Jamaica has
oh my God. Jamaica is going to come third.
Trinidad.
Jamaica.
Oh my God.
Bahamas first. I think Jamaica's going to come third. I think Jamaica's going to come third.
Second. Jamaica is going to come third. Oh my gosh.
Well, I'll be.
No. No. I can't.
Alia.
We doubted them because we thought it's on record. It's on record.
I didn't doubt them. I said anything is possible.
The amount of distance he covered in a 200.
Alia.
Unbelievable.
He was well over a 25 behind
Bahamas.
They were Jamaica was well settled into that 6th position.
Well settled. Well settled.
And Nolan Barrett said, not on my watch.
That's Trinidad and Tobago.
So now we have to ask, what would have happened if he had let off?
What? You know what? He could have been a Marvin Johnson. He does well under pressure.
That's true. But then we could have put
Kennedy. Matthew could have let off.
We could have had Kennedy earlier on so that Nolan did not have to do what he just did.
He wouldn't have gotten all of that wave.
Ladies, 800 meters.
Trying to catch up to somebody with their kicks, with their waves. He actually swam harder than he needed to. When he flipped with a 50 left, we made eye contact. I saw it. This is the girls, 15 and 17, 800 freestyle. I am sorry, I am still talking about this last relay. He saw Trinidad. You could see he was fatigued. And that last 25, he dug down deep and he said no. After everything that I've done, I want this medal.
I mean,
jeez.
Absolutely absurd 200 freestyle out of Nolan Barrett just now.
Absolutely.
We are now on the women's 15, 17, 800 freestyle relay. Right now with the lead is Trinidad and Tobago. We have seen Alejandro here before. They have a great team here.
Out in lane 6, it is Carolyn from Jamaica.
I'm sorry.
Take that early.
I'm looking at the wrong.
It is Ferguson. Ferguson. We saw her in that backstroke, dominating in that 100 backstroke. We're going to see her here in this 200 freestyle.
Alia, look at this. I think the way that Cayman has their relay set up is what Jamaica should have done.
They did not use Jillian Crooks, but maybe they didn't have to. They are the top seed. It is their record on the board. Maybe they didn't have to.
I mean, we are about to see, look at Jamaica absolutely coming back and challenging Trinidad and Tobago in lane 6.
I am shaking from that last race.
That's how I felt with Marvin Johnson, okay? Now you get it.
I'm so proud of them. There it is, Trinidad Ferguson really extending her lead, trying to get as much distance as she can. But Carolyn Powell is saying no. She is staying with her. 25 left to go in this first leg of the 200. Wow. Diving in next, it is Ash Amari for Trinidad. For Jamaica, it will be Leah Chin. Lovely stroke for her. Ferguson is going to extend her lead. Coming in with a 2:11.57. Lovely swim for her to end off her day 3. Jamaica is in second, and third it is Bermuda. As we saw previously in the last heat, it does not matter until you touch the wall at the end.
I don't even feel like calling it because so many things can change. In the middle of the pool, if they've stuck to the original schedule, that is broad belt in lane 4. I'm not sure if it's her. I can't read the cap. I don't feel like it is her.
Yes. She has that relaxed stroke that she had in 100 free. And you can see her kicking her tempo. That is broad belt. Beautiful.
You were right.
Her.
Yep.
She's going to catch our leaders effortlessly in this first 75. Leah Chin from Jamaica is trying to hold her off, but it is broad belt from Cayman Islands. She's going to try and turn first. Don't forget Trinidad in lane 2, holding on. It is 1, 2, 3 as we turn at this 100. It is broad belt. 3:19.25 to overtake our previous leaders.
Only by about a tenth of a second here is Trinidad turning in second. I really don't even feel like calling places.
Bermuda is moving up to second. Bermuda is now in the second position, overtaking Jamaica, overtaking Trinidad. She has her eyes set on Cayman, and broad belt is not having it.
And if you take a look at Bermuda's list, we have Whitten in right now for Bermuda, but then we have the Howe sisters closing it off.
Woo, the Howe sisters.
And we saw that Marley Howe was a stronger 200 than her older sister Bella.
Yes.
But Cayman is anchoring with the great Harper Barrowman.
Coming in, we're going to have Tegan. She already got her bronze earlier today. She's going to want another medal, and she needs to extend this lead as best as she can.
The current CARIFTA record is an 8:42. We are looking at Cayman Islands coming in for the touch at a 4:29.
It's going to be different. The only one that was on that relay is Barrowman, and she's back again as the anchor. Everybody else is new. Ooh, beautiful for Cayman. She is coming out strong, but there comes Bermuda challenging her in that first 25.
Beautiful freestyle here by both Cayman and Bermuda. But look at Jamaica. Yes. Jamaica is still in the race in lane 6.
Trinidad has fallen back a little bit. Bahamas is trying to get into contention for a medal. Jamaica has moved into third, and it is the Howe sister from Bermuda challenging Cayman Islands for that top spot.
The Howe sister from Bermuda knows that she needs to give Marley a great lead going into this last 200 with Harper Barrowman.
Yeah.
We know that Harper Barrowman has it in the tank.
Yes. Just depends on how much she has after all that she swam today.
How much she has. Haven't you regretted saying that already tonight?
I have not. I love the surprise. Turning first, it is Bermuda, followed very closely by Cayman in that second position, and Jamaica in lane 6.
Wow, look at Howe's here for the Cayman Islands. Or I'm sorry, for Bermuda rather.
Yeah.
It looks like she is fresh as a daisy.
Beautiful. Harper does have her work cut out for her. It all depends in this last 75 what Cayman can do to catch Bermuda. But coming in, it is lane 3 Bermuda with 50 left to go. Jamaica is holding strong for that third position. Cayman second, and Bermuda that top spot. Bahamas is still in contention. It all depends on how they finish. Nice, 25 left to go for Bermuda. She is extending her lead. She knows Harper is ending for Cayman. She needs to give her younger sister the best possible chance she
Harper
has.
in the 200 freestyle was a 2:05.99. Marley House was a 2:11. She's going to need at least a 6-second lead on Harper if they have a chance.
1, 2,
6:42.
3, 4, 5, 6. Woo! 4 seconds. 4-second lead.
I don't know if it's going to be enough.
There she goes. They're in the water.
But Marley House, the relay energy.
Yes.
It's different.
She has that lead. She wants to continue it. This could be the first relay medal of a top spot for Bermuda if she can do it. But here comes Harper picking up that tempo. Jamaica is holding on strong for that 3rd position, but here comes Bahamas. They want to get into the mix as well. It is Bermuda still out in front.
A 3-second. Harper Barrowman is already catching up on her. Marley is breathing over there. She sees her coming. Is there going to be enough in Marley's little, I shouldn't say little, huge heart here?
Is there? Is there? I think so. Ooh, look at Harper. She is catching up to her, really swimming her own race. This last 100 is going to be phenomenal. Watch Jamaica and Bahamas for that 3rd position out there in lane 5 and 6. Turning first, it is Bermuda, but not by much.
The turn. Harper had a phenomenal turn just now.
We spoke about it already, how much difference a turn makes, and we're seeing it. Bermuda is holding her off. Here comes Bahamas and Jamaica for that
the
3rd.
Race for 3rd is still on.
1, 2. Who's going to get 1st and 2nd? Who's going to get 3rd and 4th? Oh, they are neck and neck. It is Harper and Howes. Harper is going to turn first at the 150.
Come on, Howes.
Woo!
You can do it.
Let's see if Howes has it in the tank. But it is Harper. She is going to try and extend her lead to get Cayman that gold that they desperately need. Oh, Bahamas has moved into 3rd position. Jamaica has faded into 4th. Bermuda is holding strong for that 2nd position. The record is an 8:42.17. They're going to be far off of that. But another gold medal for Cayman. It is phenomenal how they have come and dominated this 37 CARIFTA Games.
And look at the race for 3rd place here. In lane 5, we have Bahamas just pulled away from Jamaica there at the end to get their hand on the wall for the bronze.
Beautiful relay swim for Bahamas there. They dove in together, and Bahamas has made distance at least 10 meters ahead of Jamaica. Fantastic swim for her. Howes really had a great swim to come in 2nd in that race. She had the advantage. She had 4 seconds, but that was not enough to stay ahead of Harper. What?
Jamaica had moved over into the lane and got back under.
No. We didn't see a disqualification
Did not get
in
a
that other one.
disqualification report.
So I think they're okay. Coming in first, Cayman Islands, 8:53.26. 2nd, Bermuda, 8:56.11. 3rd, Bahamas, 9:07.41.
As the 15-17 men get ready behind the blocks, I am going to make a call for any Bahamian that is sitting at home watching this on TV. You need to be here tomorrow night.
Yes, yes.
The energy in here is absolutely insane.
It has been phenomenal the last couple of days.
I'm so tired. And the energy in this crowd. Oh yeah. The energy in this crowd is what has given me the energy to get through.
800-meter freestyle relay.
This is the last event on day 3. The boys 15 and 17, 200. Sorry, that is wrong on the scoreboard. 800 freestyle relay.
We are way ahead of schedule. This race is supposed to go off at 10:11. We're gonna have an early night.
You know what? I kind of like that.
I love it.
The longest day on the first day, and when athletes are getting tired, they're getting more rest. Going out.
Also, please take note, Bahamas is out in lane 8. They had no time.
I don't know who's on that
Me
relay.
neither. I don't know.
Going in, it is Benjamin Davis in lane 1 for Jamaica, coming in 5th. We do have a race in the middle of the pool. Everybody's together. I can't.
I was like, where?
I was giving like a shout out to Jamaica right here, but it's lost in the middle of the pool.
It is anybody's race. Again,
Oh my
I almost refuse to call it because we are probably going to see several lead changes.
Look at that. Bahamas is trying to get that early lead. They're going to flip with a 57-1-6 in lane 8, followed very closely by Virgin Islands right beside them. Aruba, Trinidad, Martinique, Cayman Islands. Woo! Jamaica staying in the mix in lane 1.
I tell you what, Alia, I have not worked out one day since I've been here, but I'm getting it right now.
Did you stretch?
No.
You stretch?
No, I'm pretty sure my back's about to spasm.
Oh, God.
Don't get old.
Do it, do it, do it. 50 left to go on this first leg of the boys' 800 freestyle relay. Look at the crowd. They are staying together.
What an amazing first 200 we've had here.
I mean, that's the best strategy, isn't it? You don't want them to get too far. I'm just going to stay with you because the rest of my teammates got me. They got me. Lane 8, Bahamas, is trying to surge in this last 25. Is that Marvin?
No.
Is that you, Marvin?
No, that's not his
What a
freestyle.
surge.
That isn't him.
That is not him, but coming in, it is lane 4. Martinique, 158.64. Bahamas very close to their 158.72, and Cayman Islands 159.2.
Wow, look at Bahamas out there in lane 8. Open water, just flying.
You know, we don't have the names of Cayman and Bahamas, but I would be interested to see if James Allison is in on this relay.
Oh,
and
for
if
sure.
So, what leg is he swimming? Because that will make a huge change of what we're seeing right now. Lane 4, Martinique is going to hold on for that top spot. Bahamas is in the mix. Outside lane, look at them. They are holding on, man. Wow. It's so much, it's really great to swim in lane 8 because right beside you, you have your entire team.
They're there.
Like in your face. Beautiful. They're going to flip second, and it is Martinique with that top spot. 100 left to go for this second leg. Here comes Martinique. I love it. Bahamas has slipped a little bit, allowing the rest of the pack, Trinidad and Cayman, to move into second position. I am just saying it like I see it, Ariana. I'm saying it like I see it.
I'm making a face here because we have seen so many lead changes in the last 3 heats of the 800 freestyle. I don't even want to call it.
Nolan Barrett has ruined me for relays. Oh my gosh, look at that extension from Martinique. He saw Bahamas in lane 8. He is now moving away from the rest of the pack. Beautiful swim for him. That's going to be a great... Oh, Bahamas is turning and breathing to his delegation.
He's turning on the jet.
Beautiful.
He can't quite see lane 4, but I tell you what, the Bahamian on the blocks knows where they are now.
3:55.94. They are 6 seconds ahead of Bahamas in lane 8.
Alia, just look behind the block for the Bahamas. That is Marvin Johnson anchoring for the Bahamas.
There it is, there it is.
Beautiful stroke by Martinique here in lane 4. They are the record holders from 2009.
Woo! That is a long time. Martinique is definitely extending their lead in this 800. Bahamas in lane 8 is holding on for that second position. It is a race for third. Cayman Islands and lane 6, Aruba. Aruba is now in the... they have always been there, but coming up and now extending their lead, trying to secure a third place position. This is going to be essential for them to get on that podium. Trinidad right beside them. They're trying to get in on the mix as well. I may see James Allison. Lane 4.
This last leg is gonna be
moving.
Insanity.
Beautiful. We see the last leg for Martinique. He is looking at his teammates. He is trying to get pumped up because he knows right beside him is James Allison. In lane 8, that's currently second, is Marvin Johnson. But he has a great lead. Is it enough?
Marvin Johnson is coming off of an absolutely insane 100 freestyle. We know that he is an amazing anchor swimmer.
Jamaica in lane 1 is trying to get in on the mix as well, but it is Aruba trying to move away to hold on to their third. position. Woo!
I am pretty sure the concrete stands are vibrating with energy right now. We are,
oh my gosh,
having the time of our lives here.
Martinique is going to hand over first, but not by much because Bahamas made some move. It is 3 seconds. Is 3 seconds enough for Martinique? Bahamas in lane 8, Aruba in lane 6, Cayman Islands, James Allison in lane 3.
And we just saw Jamaica do this.
Yes, we did.
It's not over.
Jamaica in lane 1, trying to get in on the mix as well. James Allison has now moved in front of Aruba for that 3rd position. It is going to be a race. Bahamas has their eyes set on Martinique. Oh! Wow. Look at them go. Beautiful underwaters as we go into, wow. Wow.
Look at this leg, but look
I love
at this
it.
last leg.
I love it. Antigua is giving it all, even though he is 75 behind our leader.
But he knows that he can catch U.S. Virgin Islands.
It is all about points, and he knows that he wants to get as much points as he can for his team. Martin, oh my gosh. Oh. Allison has now caught Marvin Johnson in lane 8. He is now fighting for 2nd position. He is in sight of Martinique, right beside him. Martinique
and this is why we don't call the 800 free until the last leg. Because Martinique is fading fast. Marvin Johnson, we know he is a relay swimmer, has turned on the gas. We have lane 3 back in the race. What on earth, Alia?
Marvin Johnson is making a move.
Lane 3.
Allison is moving.
You called it.
It is up for Martinique. It is Martinique's to lose. He needs to move now. Marvin Johnson is moving on him. He is now taking the lead. If he is close to him, he is going to out-touch him.
I can't even watch.
Bahamas
I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. Come on, Marvin. I don't think that Marvin's going to have the gas.
Oh, Martinique. Fantastic swim for Martinique. Woo!
Alia, fantastic swim by Martinique. But Marvin Johnson dove in, 3 seconds behind?
Cayman Islands dove in about 6 seconds behind.
You're right.
Look at that.
Give credit where credit is due.
They are all 5:58.
What a gutsy
Martinique.
And
he was behind the block, and instead of looking at his competitors, he turned to his teammates and he said, guys, I'm going to do this. He had Allison James beside him. He had Marvin Johnson in lane 8. They were 2nd and 4th. And he said, guys, I got this.
Oy.
And you know what's fantastic? Martinique is not that tall. Marvin Johnson and Allison, they have some height on them. So for him to out-touch them and to hold onto that.
He's
look at that.
tiny.
Look at that. And we know Marvin Johnson has a fantastic finish. We know Allison Johnson.
Look at him go.
Allison has a really great elongated stroke. So for him to hold his own and not get touched out at the end of this relay, I'm so proud of Martinique. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Look how far Allison was.
Wow.
Look how far.
Wow.
And they all did 7:58.
And again, we couldn't call that from the beginning. If we had called it from the beginning, we would have called with Bermuda in there. Trinidad and Tobago was in there.
Yep.
Aruba was in there.
Yep. That was beautiful. And if you look back at that replay, you saw that Martinique was ahead. Our Bahamas came in with a great touch. Cayman was a little bit behind, but they are 0.3 and 0.5 away from that win. That underwater and that touch was phenomenal.
Event number 98, Heat 1, Lane 5.
Trinidad and Tobago.
No, Trinidad was in lane 1.
No, in that event 98, Heat 1, Lane 5.
Oh, okay, that was the last heat. Oh my gosh, I've seen a lot of Trinidad. Oh my goodness.
Your heart stops a little bit in those relays. While points matter, you don't want to see somebody lose a medal at that point.
No, and it's so much grit and determination and work, and then to find out that you got disqualified and none of it counts. It is heartbreaking.
I am gonna...
That's an unbelievable night, guys.
Die.
I'm having so much fun watching the next generation of CARIFTA swimmers.
We are going to see all of these names on the world stage. I am calling it now. We haven't seen a large contingency of Caribbean swimmers
in a
long time. And we are just brewing.
Releasing our referees and officials.
Yes.
Oh.
Doing the walk off the deck again. Thank you to all our timers and volunteers, all
Oh
our
my
referees
gosh.
and officials.
I enjoyed this relay. It was phenomenal.
The final day of
But the
pool
13-14 Jamaica relay to come back with 25 meters.
I want to watch that race again. I want
to see his splits.
Let's see if we can pull up those splits because Alia.
That was all heart.
We
All
just saw a insane relays there. I mean,
if you were with us and you thought it finished at that 100 free, you were sorely wrong and you missed a lot. That 800 free was phenomenal. 9 minutes, 8 minutes, 7 minutes of really fantastic swimming, and it is day 3.
I couldn't even pick my favorite part. I couldn't even begin to tell you.
Everything. We will see you tomorrow. It is our final day of competition here at the Betty Kelly Kenning Aquatic Center. But we will see you bright and early tomorrow, 9 a.m. I'm so excited to see what these guys can do.
Pray for us to have a voice tomorrow.
We're going to work on that. But it was so much screaming. It was so much fun. And we are so excited at the next generation of aquatic athletes coming out to the Caribbean. A round of applause to all the coaches, all the parents, and all the athletes to get this far. Into
the entire village that has gone into making this meet what it has been so far. Day 4 is going to be insanity.
We will see you tomorrow, bright and early.
Thank you for joining us.
Have a safe time.